Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Today, as we stand on the threshold of Ramadan 2026, we are given a priceless opportunity to transform our lives, strengthen our faith, and renew our connection with Allah. This blessed month is not just about fasting from food and drink, but about cultivating discipline, gratitude, and spiritual growth. The preparation we make now will determine the blessings we reap throughout Ramadan. Let us embrace this journey with intention, focus, and dedication as we step into a month filled with mercy, forgiveness, and endless possibilities for self-improvement. As we approach Ramadan 2026, one of the most crucial steps in preparing for this blessed month is to renew our intention, our niyyah, and to set clear spiritual goals. In Islam, every action we perform is judged by our intention. The Prophet Muhammad said, "Actions are judged by intentions, and every person will get what they intended." This simple but profound statement reminds us that before we engage in acts of worship, before we fast, pray, give charity, or read the Qur'an, we must first reflect on why we are doing these acts and for whom. Renewing your intention is not just a ritual. It is a conscious decision to align your heart and mind with the purpose of Ramadan. This month is an opportunity to cleanse your soul, strengthen your relationship with Allah, and develop habits that will transform your entire life. If you step into Ramadan without a clear purpose, you may find yourself going through the motions, fasting out of habit, praying mechanically, or reading the Qur'an without reflection. But when your intention is deliberate and heartfelt, every action becomes an act of worship that carries immense reward. Start by asking yourself, what do I want to achieve this Ramadan? Is it merely to fast and pray, or do I aim to become a better person, more disciplined, more compassionate, and more mindful of Allah in every aspect of my life? Setting spiritual goals gives you direction. It allows you to focus your energy on meaningful actions rather than scattering it aimlessly. Just like a traveler preparing for a long journey, you need a map and a destination. Your intention is that map, and your spiritual goals are the milestones that guide you along the path. When setting your goals, be specific and realistic. For example, instead of vaguely aiming to read more Qur'an, decide on a measurable target, perhaps completing a juz every few days or focusing on understanding and reflecting on one surah deeply each week. If your goal is to pray more consistently, identify the obstacles that have prevented you from doing so in the past and plan practical solutions to overcome them. Setting realistic goals does not mean aiming small. It means planning thoughtfully so that your intentions translate into actual progress, not frustration. Another critical aspect of renewing your intention is sincerity. Allah sees what is in your heart. Even if your actions are imperfect, sincere effort is valued immensely. Avoid setting goals based on comparison with others or out of fear of judgment. Your journey is personal. Ramadan is a time for inner growth, not a competition. Take a moment each day to remind yourself why you are undertaking these spiritual goals, to seek Allah's pleasure, to purify your heart, and to become closer to your Creator. Renewing your intention also involves reflection on your past. Think about the Ramadans you have experienced. What worked well? What challenges did you face? Where did your efforts fall short? Use these reflections to create a roadmap for this Ramadan. Perhaps last year you struggled with consistency in prayer or felt distracted during Qur'an recitation. Acknowledging these areas allows you to approach the new month with mindfulness and a commitment to improvement. Growth comes not from ignoring our weaknesses, but from confronting them with honesty and determination. Remember that intention is not a one-time act. It requires daily reinforcement. Each morning, remind yourself why you are fasting, why you are praying, and why you are striving to be a better Muslim. Make dua, asking Allah to purify your intentions and to accept your efforts. When temptation, laziness, or distraction arises, reconnect with your purpose. Your renewed intention will serve as a compass, keeping you on track even in moments of weakness. Finally, understand that intention and goal setting create momentum. Once your heart is aligned with purpose and your mind has a clear plan, your actions naturally follow. Fasting becomes more than abstaining from food. It becomes a lesson in patience, empathy, and self-control. Prayer transforms from routine to a heartfelt conversation with Allah. Charity is no longer just giving. It becomes a means to purify your soul and impact others positively. Every act, big or small, gains weight and significance when driven by conscious intention and supported by clearly defined spiritual goals. In conclusion, the first step in preparing for Ramadan 2026 is to pause, reflect, and renew your intention. Ask yourself, why am I doing this? What do I hope to achieve? Set meaningful, realistic, and measurable spiritual goals, and let sincerity guide your efforts. Daily reinforcement, honest reflection on past challenges, and heartfelt dua will ensure that your Ramadan journey is transformative. When your intention is pure and your goals are clear, every moment of this blessed month becomes an opportunity to grow closer to Allah, purify your heart, and cultivate habits that will benefit you long after Ramadan has ended. This is the foundation upon which all the other steps of preparation will build, and it is the cornerstone of a truly rewarding Ramadan experience. As we continue our journey toward Ramadan 2026, the second powerful step in preparing for this blessed month is to organize your daily schedule to prioritize worship. Ramadan is a unique period where time itself becomes sacred. Every hour holds immense potential for reward, reflection, and self-improvement. Yet without care, full planning, it is all too easy to let distractions, fatigue, or routine tasks consume the hours that could otherwise be devoted to spiritual growth. Organizing your day is not about adding pressure. It is about creating a structure that allows you to maximize the blessings of every moment and ensure that worship becomes the centerpiece of your life. The first step in scheduling for Ramadan is to assess how you currently spend your day. Observe your habits, your routines, and the hours that tend to slip away unnoticed. How much time is dedicated to meaningful acts of worship versus activities that provide temporary satisfaction? Be honest with yourself. This reflection is essential because it lays the groundwork for intentional time management. Remember, Ramadan is not just about abstaining from food and drink. It is about transforming how you live every day. Prioritizing worship ensures that your actions align with the higher purpose of the month. Once you have identified your current routine, it is time to create a schedule that balances obligations, rest, and acts of devotion. Start with the 5 daily prayers, the cornerstone of Islamic worship. Decide in advance how you will perform them with mindfulness and concentration, rather than rushing through them. Incorporate extra prayers, such as Taraweeh, Tahajjud, or Sunnah prayers, at times when you are most alert and spiritually receptive. Scheduling these acts ensures they are not sidelined by the busyness of life. Ramadan also offers a precious opportunity to engage deeply with the Qur'an. Include dedicated blocks of time for Qur'an recitation, reflection, and memorization. Even 20 to 30 minutes of focused Qur'an study each day can lead to significant spiritual growth over the month. Plan your Qur'an sessions at a time when you are least likely to be distracted, perhaps early in the morning after Fajr, or in the quiet hours before Iftar. Treat this time as sacred, a personal conversation with your Creator, and watch how it transforms your heart and mind. Organizing your schedule also means planning your meals thoughtfully. Suhoor and Iftar are not just times for nourishment, they are acts of worship themselves. Suhoor is a blessing and a source of energy for your fast, while Iftar is a time to express gratitude to Allah for His provision. Planning balanced, nutritious meals in advance allows you to maintain physical strength without compromising time for worship. Avoid letting meal preparation dominate your spiritual focus. Organize your cooking and eating so that your heart remains oriented toward Allah even during these daily routines. Time management in Ramadan is also about balancing rest and activity. Fatigue can quickly erode your ability to worship with focus and devotion. Schedule short periods of rest or power naps strategically, particularly after Dur or Asr, to rejuvenate your body. Adequate rest allows you to engage fully in nightly prayers and maintain high energy throughout the day. Remember, this is not laziness, it is strategic preparation to maximize your worship and ensure sustainability over the entire month. Accountability is another vital element of an organized schedule. Consider sharing your daily goals with a trusted family member, friend, or mentor. This support system can encourage consistency and provide gentle reminders when distractions arise. Additionally, use practical tools such as planners, calendars, or phone reminders to structure your day. Visual cues help maintain focus and prevent valuable time from slipping away unnoticed. Importantly, flexibility should also be part of your planning. Ramadan is a time of spiritual awakening, and some days may require adjustments due to unexpected circumstances, physical fatigue, or social obligations. A well-structured schedule allows room for adaptability without losing sight of your core objectives. Be prepared to reassess and refine your plan as needed, always keeping worship and spiritual growth at the center. By consciously organizing your daily schedule, you create a rhythm that allows worship to become a natural, integrated part of life, rather than a task to be completed. Each day becomes a carefully curated journey, with prayer, Qur'an, reflection, and charity forming the pillars of your routine. Your schedule is not just a plan, it is a manifestation of your priorities and intentions, ensuring that your actions align with the higher purpose of Ramadan. In conclusion, organizing your daily schedule is more than a logistical exercise. It is an act of devotion itself. By assessing your current habits, prioritizing prayer and Qur'an, planning meals mindfully, balancing rest, and building accountability, you set the stage for a spiritually productive Ramadan. This structure enables you to maximize every hour, transform mundane routines into acts of worship, and immerse yourself fully in the blessings of the month. When your schedule reflects your intention, your time becomes a powerful tool for spiritual growth, allowing you to emerge from Ramadan not only physically rejuvenated, but spiritually transformed. As we move deeper into our preparation for Ramadan 2026, the third essential step is to detox our hearts. Ramadan is not just a time for fasting and prayer. It is a month dedicated to purification, not only of the body but of the soul. A clean, sincere heart is the key to unlocking the spiritual blessings of this sacred month. The Prophet Muhammad emphasized the importance of internal purity when he said, "Indeed, Allah does not look at your appearances or wealth, but He looks at your hearts and actions." This Ramadan, we must focus on cleansing our hearts from grudges, resentment, and negativity, making room for forgiveness, mercy, and spiritual renewal. Detoxing the heart begins with forgiveness, both giving and seeking it. Holding on to anger or resentment weighs down the soul and blocks the flow of spiritual energy. Harboring grudges against family members, friends, colleagues, or even strangers prevents the heart from fully embracing the mercy of Allah. Forgiveness is not a sign of weakness. It is an act of strength and courage. By forgiving others, we release ourselves from the burden of bitterness, allowing our hearts to breathe freely and our souls to connect more deeply with Allah. Reflect on any unresolved conflicts in your life and take intentional steps to forgive sincerely. Even a simple prayer, asking Allah to soften your heart, can initiate profound change. Equally important is seeking forgiveness from those we may have wronged. Ramadan is a time for humility and reflection, a period to acknowledge mistakes and mend relationships. Approaching those we have hurt with sincerity, whether through words, actions, or heartfelt dua, restores harmony and clears the heart of guilt and regret. Remember, Allah loves those who turn back to Him in repentance. The Prophet said, "Every son of Adam sins, and the best of those who sin are those who repent." Seeking forgiveness is not just about easing our conscience. It is about aligning ourselves with the mercy and compassion of Allah, allowing our hearts to be spiritually refreshed for the month ahead. Detoxing also requires letting go of negative emotions and attachments that weigh down the spirit. Jealousy, envy, and excessive worry can cloud judgment and divert focus from worship. Ramadan provides the perfect opportunity to release these burdens. Spend time in self-reflection, identify patterns of negativity, and consciously choose to replace them with gratitude, contentment, and patience. Journaling can be a powerful tool in this process. Writing down your emotions, acknowledging them, and then committing to let go can free your heart from mental and emotional clutter, creating space for divine guidance and tranquility. Acts of charity and kindness complement the process of detoxing the heart. When we give to those in need, help someone silently, or speak words of encouragement, we are cleansing our souls. Charity purifies wealth, but more importantly, it purifies the heart, reminding us of our shared humanity and our dependence on Allah. Ramadan is a month when even small acts of kindness multiply in reward, and the act of giving becomes a means of releasing attachment to worldly grudges, resentment, and selfishness. Daily da'ah is a central component of heart detoxification. Ask Allah to cleanse your heart from hypocrisy, anger, and enmity. Request His guidance in forgiving those who have hurt you and in seeking forgiveness from those you have wronged. Dua is more than words. It is a heartfelt connection with the Creator, a cleansing shower for the heart that prepares it to receive His blessings fully. Incorporating these du'as into your pre-dawn prayers, quiet moments, or reflective evening rituals strengthens the soul and aligns it with the spiritual objectives of Ramadan. Another important aspect of detoxing the heart is letting go of past mistakes and guilt. Many of us carry regrets from previous Ramadans or moments in our lives that hinder our spiritual progress. While reflection is valuable, excessive self-blame can paralyze us. Ramadan encourages renewal, a fresh start. Understand that Allah's mercy is vast, and He forgives all who sincerely repent. By releasing guilt, embracing His mercy, and moving forward with intention, we make our hearts receptive to spiritual growth, love, and serenity. Finally, detoxing the heart is about creating a mindset of continual self-improvement. A clean heart allows us to fully appreciate the beauty of Ramadan, the blessings of fasting, the sweetness of Qur'an recitation, and the joy of communal worship. It strengthens empathy, patience, and humility, qualities that are the essence of Islamic character. A heart free from anger, resentment, and negativity becomes a vessel for the light of Allah to shine through, affecting not only our spiritual life, but also our relationships, decision-making, and overall well-being. In conclusion, as we prepare for Ramadan 2026, detoxing the heart must be a top priority. Forgive those who have wronged you. Seek forgiveness from those you have wronged. Release negative emotions and embrace acts of kindness and charity. Let dua and reflection guide you in this cleansing process. By detoxing your heart, you create the emotional and spiritual space necessary to fully benefit from the month of Ramadan. A heart free of grudges and filled with mercy, humility, and gratitude will allow every act of worship to resonate deeply, every prayer to be heartfelt, and every fast to carry the potential for immense reward. This spiritual purification is not merely preparation for Ramadan. It is a lifelong practice that transforms not only the month, but your entire life. As we prepare for Ramadan 2026, the fifth essential step is to strengthen family and community connections. Islam teaches that our faith is not only a personal journey, but also a shared experience that flourishes when nurtured through relationships. The Prophet Muhammad emphasized the importance of maintaining strong ties, saying, "The best of you are those who are best to their families, and I am the best among you to my family." Ramadan, with its unique rhythm of fasting, prayer, and reflection, offers a perfect opportunity to deepen our bonds with loved ones, foster empathy, and contribute to the broader community. Family is the first circle of our influence and the most immediate opportunity for spiritual growth. Strengthening family ties during Ramadan begins with intentional communication and presence. Often, daily life pulls us in multiple directions, leaving little time for meaningful interaction. Ramadan encourages us to slow down and prioritize quality time with family members. Sharing suhoor or iftar together, praying together, or even sitting in quiet reflection can create a sense of unity and spiritual harmony. These moments are not just about being physically present. They are about engaging with love, patience, and attentiveness, building relationships that reflect the mercy and compassion taught by Islam. Forgiveness and reconciliation within the family are particularly important during Ramadan. Many of us carry unresolved conflicts or unspoken grievances that strain our relationships. This month serves as a reminder to clear misunderstandings, seek forgiveness, and restore harmony. Initiating sincere conversations, apologizing for past mistakes, and letting go of pride can transform familial relationships. Remember, the Prophet said that the pleasure of Allah lies in strong family bonds, and that severing ties is a grave sin. Strengthening family connections is therefore both a spiritual act and a moral responsibility. Community connections extend beyond the household and provide an even broader platform for acts of compassion and service. Ramadan is a time when Muslims worldwide are encouraged to support one another through charity, communal prayers, and acts of kindness. Engage with your local community by volunteering, supporting those in need, or simply reaching out to neighbors and friends. These small actions foster a sense of belonging, create a network of support, and reflect the prophetic model of generosity and social responsibility. Helping others not only benefits them but purifies our hearts, cultivates empathy, and aligns our intentions with the spirit of Ramadan. In addition to direct interaction, technology and social media can be tools for connection when used mindfully. Share reminders, Qur'an reflections, or acts of charity online to inspire others. Connect with friends and family who may be far away through video calls, online study circles, or virtual iftar gatherings. While digital tools should not replace face-to-face interactions, they can complement efforts to maintain relationships, especially in times when physical presence is not possible. Ramadan also offers a unique opportunity to teach and model Islamic values within your family and community. Children and younger relatives observe behaviors and habits closely. By demonstrating patience, kindness, generosity, and regular worship, you instill these values in the next generation. Family discussions about the significance of fasting, the meaning of Qur'an verses, or the rewards of charity create a spiritually enriching environment that nurtures faith and character. These lessons extend beyond Ramadan, shaping a family culture rooted in Islamic principles and compassion. Empathy is another key element of strengthening connections. Fasting teaches us to feel the hunger and hardships of those less fortunate. Use this heightened awareness to engage more mindfully with your family and community. Listen actively, offer support, and extend generosity, not only in material ways but also through words of encouragement, patience, and understanding. Ramadan transforms our hearts, and this transformation should naturally radiate outward, touching the lives of those around us. Finally, remember that strengthening family and community connections is an ongoing effort, not confined to the 30 days of Ramadan. The habits cultivated in this month, prayer together, charitable actions, meaningful communication, empathy, and forgiveness, should continue throughout the year. By investing in relationships during Ramadan, we create a ripple effect of spiritual, emotional, and social well-being that endures long after the fasts are complete. In conclusion, as we prepare for Ramadan 2026, strengthening family and community connections is essential to experiencing the full spiritual richness of this blessed month. Prioritize quality time with loved ones, seek forgiveness and reconciliation. Engage in acts of charity, and cultivate empathy in every interaction. Model Islamic values and foster unity within your household and community. These connections not only enhance the rewards of Ramadan, but also create a supportive, loving environment that nourishes faith, nurtures character, and spreads the mercy of Allah in every aspect of life. Strong relationships grounded in sincerity, compassion, and faith are a reflection of the true spirit of Ramadan and a cornerstone for spiritual success, both during the month and beyond. As we conclude our preparation for Ramadan 2026, the sixth and final step is to incorporate consistent acts of charity and kindness into our daily lives. Charity, sadaqah, is one of the most powerful tools in Islam for purifying the heart, elevating the soul, and earning the pleasure of Allah. The Prophet Muhammad said, "The best of people are those who are most beneficial to others." Ramadan amplifies this principle, as every act of generosity and compassion is multiplied in reward. By intentionally committing to kindness and charity, we not only help others, but also transform ourselves spiritually, emotionally, and socially. Charity in Ramadan goes beyond financial giving. While providing for those in need is essential, charity can take many forms: offering a smile, sharing knowledge, helping a neighbor, or even a kind word. Every small act, when done sincerely for the sake of Allah, carries immense reward. Ramadan encourages us to see opportunities for goodness in every interaction. By cultivating awareness of others' needs, whether material, emotional, or spiritual, we create habits of compassion that extend far beyond the month itself. Financial charity is one of the most recognized and impactful ways to give. Planning your zakat and additional donations, sadaqah, in advance ensures that you maximize your contribution during Ramadan. Assess your resources, identify those in need, and make deliberate efforts to provide support. This planning allows you to give with intention rather than impulsively, ensuring that your charity reaches the people and causes that truly make a difference. Remember, charity is not measured by its amount, but by its sincerity. Even a small contribution given wholeheartedly can have tremendous spiritual impact. Acts of kindness within your immediate environment, family, friends, and neighbors, are equally significant. Simple gestures, such as helping a family member with household chores, supporting a friend in difficulty, or visiting the sick, carry profound meaning. These actions demonstrate the values of empathy and compassion, strengthening social bonds and creating an environment of love and care. In Ramadan, these acts are magnified, turning everyday interactions into opportunities for reward and spiritual growth. Volunteering your time and skills is another vital form of charity. Many local mosques, charities, and community organizations organize initiatives during Ramadan, such as food drives, iftar programs for the needy, or educational workshops. Contributing your effort not only benefits the community, but also cultivates patience, humility, and gratitude within yourself. Serving others fosters a deeper appreciation for your own blessings and aligns your heart with the prophetic model of selfless giving. Charity and kindness are not limited to people alone, they extend to the environment and all of Allah's creation. Caring for animals, preserving the environment, and showing respect to nature are all acts of benevolence that reflect a mindful and compassionate heart. Ramadan is the perfect opportunity to broaden the scope of generosity, integrating ethical responsibility and stewardship into your lifestyle. These actions, though seemingly small, resonate with the Quranic principles of justice, mercy, and care for creation. Consistency is key. One of the most transformative aspects of charity and kindness is making them habitual rather than sporadic. Identify daily opportunities to act, whether it's feeding a neighbor, sharing a beneficial lesson, or sending a heartfelt dua for someone struggling. Over time, these acts create a ripple effect, multiplying both the rewards you receive and the positive impact on those around you. Consistent action cultivates a heart that naturally seeks to serve, love, and uplift others, a heart that embodies the essence of Ramadan. Intentionality amplifies the spiritual impact of every act. Before giving charity or performing a kind gesture, renew your intention to seek Allah's pleasure. Ask Him to accept your efforts and to bless those you help. Even when no one else notices, Allah sees the sincerity in your heart. The Prophet said, "Every act of kindness is charity." This reminds us that no good deed is too small, and that every conscious effort to benefit another human being is rewarded. Finally, understand that charity and kindness are not confined to Ramadan alone. The habits cultivated during this blessed month should continue throughout the year. By incorporating these actions into your everyday life, you ensure that the spirit of Ramadan, mercy, generosity, empathy, and service becomes a permanent part of your character. A heart that gives freely, speaks kindly, and serves others consistently reflects the true essence of Islamic living and draws one closer to Allah. In conclusion, incorporating consistent acts of charity and kindness is the final cornerstone in preparing for Ramadan 2026. Engage in financial giving, daily acts of service, volunteering, and ethical care for the world around you. Be consistent, intentional, and sincere in every action, understanding that even small deeds carry immense reward. By embedding generosity and compassion into your life, you not only uplift those around you, but also purify your heart, strengthen your connection with Allah, and embody the transformative power of Ramadan. The month of mercy becomes a lifestyle of mercy, creating a lasting legacy of goodness, love, and spiritual excellence.